All right, so here we are. Yes.
Here we go.
Oops. That's that was a bonus. So,
Hey, everybody.
hey, how's it going out there, you cool people? And as you see, on this edition of the show, I have Jude Capanna. What's up, dude?
Great to be here, Ron. How are you?
Good? Yeah. Morning time, getting some coffee and all that. Feeling great about this. Yeah, man. So, I went to a funeral last night here in Saigon. I was telling Jude about it. And they had a brass band with 2 trumpets, 2 saxes, a trombone, a dude on a bass drum, a dude on a snare, and a dude on a synth. And they were playing Let's Twist Again by Chubby Checker at the funeral, man. And you know, playing like jazz and stuff. So so
That's what I want.
me too, man. Let's make sure we get it. So just, we're going to play some of your songs, man.
I
What do
want
you
my
think?
band playing The Great Gig in the Sky during my funeral.
Right, man.
Yeah, let's rock some Maezend Music Lab.
Well, we got
Thanks again for having me on.
Okay, yeah, well, too, man. I mean, Jude and I aren't really going to do any kind of an interview. We do want to kind of stay engaged with the audience, but mainly we're going to find out a little bit about Jude, right? As we listen to the songs. Let's see, Ed B. Metal right there. You see anybody you know there, Jude? I'd see
I
like
know them all.
Roadie Sam
Oh, by heart.
Cave.
My friends and family. There's Papa Tom, my man.
There he is right there.
We've been building the perfect beast.
I know.
Let's see.
You and
Ed B.
Papa
Metal.
Tom are working on a project, I haven't heard any tracks from it. I'm waiting in anticipation for that. So what's the latest
My
that
buddy
you're
Mark
doing?
Tanner. I
Oh,
gotta
there's
say hi
Buddy
to Mark
Mark,
Tanner.
right? So what are
I
you
got a
doing
green
on
screen
that?
for Christmas.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Right
so I
on.
hung it up finally for this Papa Tom project and shot a bunch of video this weekend, which, God, I hate putting myself in video and recording myself. But it'll be cool, I think. It was a learning experience, definitely. I think I need more green on the floor to stand on, but I could probably lower the screen some. But definitely a learning curve there,
Right.
as with everything.
Cool, man. Yeah,
Lighting and shadows and all that. It was fun.
good. So, I mean, we're going to like see
Fun.
a video with Papa Tom and Jude with a lot of Jude in it.
Maybe.
It
Maybe.
seems
He's controlling
like
the
it.
videos. We'll see what hits the floor.
Well, I mean, I might just give a little teaser because this thing right here is
Uh-oh.
a
What do you got?
still from the video that you sent me. It was with the green screen, so I just
You're
took
right.
a
That was
still
from that
shot.
shoot. Yep.
There you go,
Yeah.
right there. Jude Capanna. Not only is he a rock star, he's a freaking movie star now.
Oh, God, help us all.
Oh my God! So, man, I mean, just give me in like, how many ever words you want, your musical journey to get to where you are right now musically. And if you just want to say it very briefly or very detailed, or say we're going to say this in part 1 and part 2, and we'll do the other part next week.
All right. Let's. I'll make it quick. Lots of musical family, big family, older brother, young cousins, young uncles, all into cool music. So I was certainly involved. Instruments all over the place. So I got my first guitar at 13. I was never really into practicing too much, as you can hear when you listen to my music. I just want to jam and have fun. So I never really was too committed to the guitar. And then girls in high school, and I put it down, picked it up. Never really successful with writing songs, although I tried several times and maybe got through one or two. But um, kept acquiring instruments. Friends came over and jammed. And then my young uncle, who I was very close with, he wrote and recorded songs all the time, double cassette, overdubbing himself, went to digital. He died in 2010, and that was pretty devastating, but I inherited his recorder and all his music and just started doing it myself. And it took a couple years to just kind of practice jamming with myself, and then started writing songs, and it just kept going and going. And I had a good friend and a cousin who were like fans and would give me feedback, and just kept rolling and rolling from there. Started sharing online, met some cool people who said you should get into GarageBand, so I got a MacBook and got into GarageBand. Then I met another person who said you should get into Logic, and so I moved into Logic. It's all about these people that kind of keep pushing me, and certainly, Ron, you are one of them. And here I am.
Well, there you go, man. A quick musical bio of our artist spotlight on the show today, Jude Capanna. Excellent stuff. I love it. So, what about that song that we heard during the intro? It's called Prowl.
Yeah, that was a confusing one because I put that video together when I was 2021. I had a goal to start streaming, or at least get some things out there on some of the streaming services. I never did it, but that was like going to be my album called Tentacles. So the song is called Prowl, and I just made that graphic for the cover and never gathered the songs together, never streamed anything. But I did get on YouTube, and here I am. So I'm constantly uploading older songs to YouTube, and as I get newer ones, I'll put them out there as well. But so that was just a cool instrumental that I liked a lot, and as a matter of fact, we picked my riff from that song.
Right.
The Maezend Music Lab riff came from that.
Yeah, right here. Jude Capanna's signature riff. Yeah, I always have to. Yeah, this
and
is like
only the real old people say it sounds like porn, because today's porn doesn't have that kind of music in it.
Dude,
I'm so proud of that riff. It doesn't sound like porn, but even if it did, I'd still be proud of it.
It's a great riff, man. No, man.
You're not the only one that said that, Ron.
I don't even remember saying it, man. Although I think I've said it a couple times. It's a great riff, dude. I have also said that this is the music you hear the first time you ever smoke pot in your life.
That one's I'll take that one.
I've said that one
Poor
more than
Wawa
the
pedal
other one,
gets
because
such
the other
a
one's
stigma.
kind of rude anyway, you know.
Oh, the stigmas.
Oh, well,
It's okay.
I'm glad it's
It
an
might be
adult
valid.
show. Wow. So, cool. A lot of people hanging out with us. John Frank Songs. Glad to see you here, man. I don't see John around all that much, but he had to come out and check out Jude, right? Let me just get a sip here.
My buddy Scott Borthwick, he's probably like way past his bedtime, and he's hanging in there strong. Thanks, Scott. I really appreciate that.
Coolness over in the
You're a
UK,
sweetheart.
right?
Always comments on my songs. Always has a kind word to say.
Excellent. S.M. Borthwick. And talking about Papa Tom Caraher, because he's right there, here's Papa Tom's signature riff.
'Cause I'm full-time keeping on, living each
That
day just to carry on.
Right on. And I just had
I
to
was
do
lucky
this.
enough to master that track for him, and I played strings on it.
No. Wow, man. See, I didn't even know that.
That was our first little collab together. Someone said, I love that. Clayton Von Kluge. Thank you, sir. Love the groove on Prowl. And then someone asked where I was from. I'm from southern New Jersey, and I make that distinction because we are a suburb of Philadelphia, not New York City. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's the difference between North and South New Jersey.
Right on.
Thanks for asking.
Thanks for that. Right, and we do have Clayton Von Clayton. I believe he's actually Dr. Doom by
Love that
night.
name.
He's gonna kill me if he ever meets me, man. What the hell are you talking about, man? Oh, it's all in good fun. So, right there, Mark Tanner, your moderator for the evening, and definitely one of the coolest people on earth. Wouldn't you say? Don't you think Mark's cool, man?
Oh, God, yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a real nice guy as well.
Yep, he is.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. He kind of keeps my show going. He's probably texting me right now going, Ron, you're on mute. You've been on mute the whole show. Fuck. All right, so let's do a song, dude. We actually do have a master list for Jude's show today. Here it is, right here.
It was difficult to pick these songs out, man. But I think we did good. I think we picked the good ones.
Well, they're all good, man. I could have made a show out of any one of those songs on your page, man. You know, because I love them all. So I know, but for you, it's so personal, man. I know how it is with your own songs. It's like each one of them, you know. You go, oh, fuck, I hate that drum hit right there. You do that?
Oh, yeah. Not as bad as you, though.
Oh.
Little things like that aren't as, I mean, I don't know. I don't sweat over those details as much as some people do.
I do a little more, yeah, like the drums on a couple of our SSBB songs. I just cringe, man. But I still like the song. So, having said that, the first song is Don't Leave Me Early. And what's the background on that one? And I'll have input, too.
My wife and I have a running joke, like, oh, God, please don't leave me alone with this boy to raise him by myself. Like, you know, I can't be the first. You can't be the first to go. I got to be the first to go. So that's where it came from. And, you know, almost every song, a friend of mine, songwriting friend, once told me, you know, don't write too many I songs. So whenever I write a song that is I change it to you or we, or I try to anyway, if it works. So I tried to not be specifically from that perspective with this song, but it pretty much is a story of, you know, the guy didn't want his wife to die first, but she does, and he's supposed to join her, but once he's by himself, he realizes he's still got some more stuff to do. So that's sort of like the pun of it, or the joke of it.
Yeah, I understood it, and because I was on the track, man. Let's see. Let's go back over here.
Yes.
What did I do? I think I sang some backup vocals.
Yes, you brought a real good Beatles vibe to it. I loved your backing vocals.
It's my only vibe, man. It's like my only vibe in my bag of tricks, other than my Rolling Stones vibe. That's it.
And then David Asher produced it, and I think he did the bass and electric guitar, possibly. He replaced my electric guitar, and he tried to sound like me, which he sort of does, although he's in time and has some pretty good melody going. But he really cleaned it up for us, I think.
Oh, yeah. He did a professional job of producing, you know, cleaning up some stuff that he heard, you know, he thought needed to be cleaned up. Well, let's say hi to Jade Starr right there. Hello, Jade. Good to see you here, my dear.
Hi, Jade.
You're looking lovely tonight.
Stunning.
Mm-hmm. Stunning. That's right. Okay. So, yeah, and I laid down a bass track for this. Was this the first track that we did together? No.
No.
Right,
no.
okay.
Well, definitely it was Walk on the Wild Side, but as far as like us just two collabing, I don't know, man. I have a bad memory. I'm sure I have it written down, but I can't go off the top of my head.
I think it was earlier. But,
oh, yeah.
oh, man, I should have pulled out that video for a Walk on the Wild Side that we did. But I think it's on Facebook, though. Here we go. Let's do this. Don't Leave Me Early. And we'll switch over to the other view after the music starts.
Every day I wake up and thank the good Lord that you're mine. And every night I break down. I'm on my knees at your feet and I'm crying. Please don't leave me early. Don't leave me here on my own. I just couldn't live without you. I have to be the first to go. Always be with you. I will live inside of you. And I will always be around. I just couldn't bear to live without you. These days when I wake up and roll onto your side of the bed, your pillow's cold, my thoughts go racing round and round inside my head. Why'd you leave me early? I thought together we'd see it through. I know I promised to join you, but there's so much more that I wanna do. But I will always remember you. I will always honor you. I will be with you soon. And so much more for me to do.
I love that one, man. Right on. I dig it. So,
Yeah,
What
that was
say
definitely
ye?
you on bass.
yeah, that was me. I remember that one. I mean,
Yep.
I don't even remember how, I figured out how to play it. I play completely by ear, man. I don't read music. I just, I hear it. And man, I just heard that bass melody immediately over your song, though. in my head, and then
That's awesome.
I played it. And so,
And then those backing vocal harmonies, like I didn't hear them in my head, but when they came back from you, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Lifted the song.
I was
completely.
doing the Lennon thing, man. You know,
It worked well.
And but what a great song. And Jude, unlike me, is not afraid to really, talk about something that might be an uncomfortable kind of subject, right? The death of a spouse in a song, but also look at it in a ironic and even maybe humorous way if you do it, or if you kind of think of it that way. And the song rocks. I mean, which did you write first, the music or the words, or did you know that you wanted them both together already?
Pretty much 90% of my songs come to me, I hear that melody in my head, "Don't Leave Me Early," and it was that. And so I wrote everything, built everything around that.
Cool, man. And so you heard a vocal riff, right? I guess. Or
The words and the melody. It's typically
and
the
the
words and the
melody.
melody. Like the words have to be important enough for me to then want to work a song around it. And the melody has to be sweet enough for me to want to, continue on with that. It might change a little bit once I find the chords to go behind it. But I'm amazed at how much my songs come out like I envision them in my head. That's actually one of my greatest feats, that I'm making these songs at all. Like, if you knew the level of skill that I have, and ask Papa Tom, it's so minuscule.
Oh, man,
I
I've
don't
worked
know how
with
I'm
you.
doing this.
You're so crazy to say that, man. Get off my show, man, because you know what? You mastered some songs that Brian and I did. You not only mastered, but produced them on his side, kind of brought them up by at least 50% in sound quality.
Just pressing buttons.
Well, me too. This whole fucking thing's pressing buttons, man. What are you up
well,
to?
you gotta
What are you
know
up
which
to,
buttons.
man? Don't be so. Don't be that way. Just you have to say. You got to own your bio, man. You got it. You know how to press the buttons.
I need
okay.
so many things to help me win that I have to do all that I can, because without it, I'm just a hack.
Oh well,
I didn't have
man.
the top hat image on my beanie, but
Man, I need to get Tuck's t-shirt.
But I will not tuck it in. I'm just not a tucking guy, so hell no.
Yes, but will you wear it with? Will you wear it with like house shorts like I do, like those?
We'll see. I
big
can't believe Amazon got it to me in time.
Big
I'm just
Lebowski
glad they
shorts.
arrived.
Man, I love you for doing that. I need to have freaking Tuck's t-shirt on here as my own riff. I don't have it yet. Well, man. Hey, by the way, I am selling t-shirts, folks. Go to the link and
want that
see.
mug.
You can see my merch. And I think, do you guys want to see Ron Ready Tuck's t-shirt? What do you think, man?
Hell yeah, I want one. My wife wants one. We all
No,
want
but
one.
right there, you got the basic tee, man. Excellent stuff. Okay, Jude, the Judester.
Had to dress right for you, Ron.
Cool, man. As he opens his first beer, or it's probably
Yeah.
just sparkling water.
That's all.
Okay, did we have some bots? Mark, what's going on? Hey, is everybody okay? There's Aton Amson. Have you heard his stuff yet, Jude? Lately?
I have. Yep. I'm
Yeah.
still getting to know it, getting
Right.
familiar with it, but we're buddies now, and cool dude.
Yeah, right on. Cool.
I'm so
All
happy
right.
to have met all these people through you, Ron, through the Ron Network,
Oh yeah.
and Real Talk Radio, and all those great outlets.
Right on. The community. I also highly
Mm-hmm.
appreciate everybody. There's Bobby Lopez, jams with Mark Tanner. He's a drummer for the Mark Tanner
Okay.
project.
Hey, Bobby. Thanks for coming out.
It's got I think it's got Ian Luckett and Marshall Turner in it too. The Mark Tanner project. I'm making this totally up out of my fucking head, man.
I'm believing it all.
Well, there you go. Hetriani. How's it going? All right, so I love doing that project with you, man. But this next one, I did not really listen to too much until you pointed it out for the show. I, of course, had heard it. What is the story behind your song "Crooked"?
Well, that's a good example of probably writing in an autobiography, from my own standpoint.
Right.
But as I was writing it, I tried to spin it a little bit. It might be about someone else. Might be more private than I want to go into. But again, I tried to make it a little more universal. I like the concept of, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Falling Down. I feel like we're all just like one catastrophe away from, just being on Skid Row or whatever. So this is sort of that, and just trying to maybe bring someone back from that, from heading down that path, maybe.
Okay. I got that. I'm getting your
Where'd
ticker.
you go?
I'm getting your ticker ready to go for you. Here I am, right here. Never fear. Ron is
Don't
near.
leave me early, Ron.
Ron is near. Ron is ready. Okay. So here we go with Crooked. Let's we'll start up the music first, and we'll head on over. Right on. That is really a cool way to end a song and inventive. Jude Capanna with Crooked. So break that one down for me, man.
That's a real good example of just the sounds that I love. The banjo with a synthesizer with like a hip hop beat. I'm not a purist at all. I like mixing genres and sounds that you wouldn't expect to mix together. I mean, that's why I called. Really wasn't supposed to be my. It was just a Facebook page that I named Maezend Music Lab, and it ended up just being my musical persona, and I just took it on. But that's why I put the lab in there, just because I think when you're trying to make something that's perfect, you go astray, or I just want to have fun. I want to stumble on something that I didn't mean to stumble on, and just have a happy accident, and who knows what, that's how I go about it. I don't really want perfection. I like flaws in my stuff. Not necessarily saying I like all the flaws in all my stuff, and they all have flaws for sure. I think of them all as demos, and at some point, maybe someone will redo them better. I mean, that's really the hope. And it's happened. John Thomas Hall heard one and redid it, and it's awesome. It's how it should have been the first time, but that's the hope, is that someone will hear a song and they'll redo it, and who knows where it'll go from there. So these are just demos, folks, but I want to get them sounding as good as I can.
Well, I mean, I kind of think of your style of recording as some of the stuff that Dylan did in the 70s, like the late 70s or the early 80s kind of stuff, where he's just getting it down. I mean, it sounds great, but it's not like freaking Electric Light Orchestra or something, you know what I'm saying? It's, or not listen to an Elton John album, but it fucking sounds great, but it's just like there. Not stark, but certainly very straightforward. But your stuff sounds great too, man. Your hip hop beats, really got deep bass, and they hit hard.
Don't say anything about the snare EQ, Ron.
Well, the snare EQ probably needs a little tweak. No, I'm just joking.
I'm sure. You got to help me out with that.
No, the slide. So George Harrison-esque, man. Did you do that on purpose?
I did not.
The tone of it.
I don't even remember how I did it. It must have been. I just got a slide guitar, actually, a lap steel, a Supro 1950, but that was probably done on my Gibson, maybe, with like a bottleneck slide, I guess.
Yeah, you could play slide on most any electric guitar, some better than others, but I've seen guys doing it on almost everything. That's excellent. What else was I going to mention? The horns at the end, very Magical Mystery Tour. Why do I have to, compare everything to the Beatles, man? What is it with me? But
probably the only reason you like me is my name. Or at least that's what connected you to me. Yeah. I think a lot of people do. My name.
No, man, it's nothing
I was
to do
named
with
after
it,
rock and roll.
But if you change your name, you're off the show.
Yeah.
Check it out. There's Lou Reality. Can we do let's do a signature riff for Lou Reality. Here she is. Also singer-songwriter in the community. Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, thanks everybody for being here.
Sounds like Thomas Christ saying crazy. That's cool. I like that riff.
Yeah, it's a good riff, man. So I hope you guys like the riffs. Yeah, there's Clayton Glenn Clue says it's Pink Floyd-ish, right? And Tom Carraher says I'm old because I'm, freaking old. Yeah, well, look who's talking there, dude. Papa Tom is my idol because he's older than I am, and I'm 61, right? And in Vietnamese years, I'm 60 frickin' 3 already. They're just like, oh yeah,
according to this, you're in there. You're well on your path there, old man. And I'm still like, I'm younger than Papa Tom, man. And he's jamming. I love the way Papa Tom plays guitar.
Yeah, oh yeah. Classic.
Yeah, man.
He's
Yeah.
a classy guy.
He's really handles it well. So let's what do you say we play the next song? Oh, this one. Yeah, we another one that you and I worked on together called Bird on Fire. Hey, were you able to open the list that I sent you?
I did open the list, yes.
Was it easy or was it complicated to open?
Oh. Nope, open right up.
Cool. All right, well, then there you go, man. See? I shared out the master list. The master list. Oh, okay. Hey, is Stacy watching?
She might be.
Stacy
might be.
Capanna? You think that she might be watching? Well, why don't you say hi to her,
She might
man?
be. Hi, Stacy. Love you. Oh, you know what? Thank you for reminding me. My mom might be watching. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Love you guys.
Okay, so
Thanks for raising me on cool music.
hi, Jude's mom. Here, let's hear Jude's signature riff for his family. I'll never get tired of it.
Come on now. Keep it PG.
Oh, shoot. That's all in your mind now.
I know. See,
Because I
set
said,
myself
I
up.
said, it's much more like something else. So, right, there's Aton Amson and Tobias Reese is here to watch Jude's
Hey, Tobias.
show. Yeah, Tobias has been on the last couple of shows, man, been hanging out. He likes the
Yeah.
format.
What's up, man? Good to see you hanging out with us.
I know everybody in the stream, all 28 of you coolest people in the world, have your Tux t-shirt on just like Jude. Jude blew me away by wearing his Tux t-shirt to the show to keep Joe Walsh, company. Well, he got like 3 t-shirts and Jude has one of them. Now I only got 2. Okay. All right. So let's go with Bird on Fire. What are your initial thoughtles on this track?
I mean, it might be my greatest song ever. I don't
Really?
know.
Right.
I mean, not from a writing standpoint, but as far as the reaction that I've gotten from it, probably so. Again, another David Asher produced song where he cleaned up a lot of stuff. He played some things on it. You played on it. You played guitar, I believe.
Right. Yep.
You think I put everything in reverse, but I didn't. I did some speed ups and some slow downs. I don't think I spun any of your licks in reverse on this,
Oh,
but
man, that sounds
they kind of
great.
sound that way.
The more I listen to it, the more I love it.
But the golden sauce was when Jerry Marsh,
Right.
right?
Jerry
Jerry
Marsh. Yep.
heard
On
it and he
on
asked if
backing
he could
vocals.
put some background vocals, and he did some keys and some pads as well. And when I got it back from him, oh my God, I was like, this thing has just jumped up 5 levels. And he really did an excellent job. He's
Yep.
got an excellent soulful voice.
This is one of my all-time favorite collabs that I've ever been on, and it was interesting watching David Asher to produce it because I played electric guitar parts for basically the whole song, and provided them, and then what came up was what came up, and like I said, the more I listen to it, the more I love it, man. It's a cool song. And let's go ahead and rock it right now. I see some folks here that we probably should. I want to say hi to Russ. There's Russ 8889. Not always easy for him to
Grego.
catch the show. Right? And then one good thing
Hey,
about...
Gregory O'Sullivan. Yep.
Right? Greg O'Sullivan. Right? Where's he at? Where is he? If my grandmother heard me say, "Where's he at?" Oh man, I'd probably get my hair pulled. That's Greg. You're not supposed to end a sentence with "at," according to, my mom. All right, so I'm sorry, man. Bird on Fire. Let's rock it.
Bird's on fire. We watched it spiral as it fell from out of the sky. It made you sad, a square-shaped tear fell in pairs from both of your eyes. On fire. A distant siren is sounding out across the forest tonight. A cloud rolls in, it's digital proud, in rhythm with the red blinking light. A bird's on fire. We watched it spiral as it fell from out of the sky. It made you sad, a square-shaped tear fell in pairs from both of your eyes.
Right on.
Coolness abounds.
Coolness does abound. I second that motion. Yeah, I think it's a very catchy track. And I love that, man. I love catchy tracks. Just like, bring it down on me, bring it down on me. Oh, birds on fire. You can sing it all day. You can sing that kind of outro chorus for the rest of the day, man. When I was,
And he ad-libbed all that. I mean, really. I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
Did a great job of that.
There you go. That's Jerry Marsh. And he's the admin over at the Facebook group Logic Newbies, right? Am I getting that right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. I try to
That's
keep my
correct.
stuff straight. And it's a cool group.
and I are
I don't
mods.
I should participate in that group more, man. It's like I get so focused, but he's a great guy, great vocalist. How many people do you think would you estimate that you've collaborated with? And by collaborate, I mean recorded a track with them, by...
Maybe
Yeah,
8.
go ahead.
8, maybe.
8.
Under 10. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool, man. Because...
Well, maybe more because
I
that one
think
song
maybe,
that
man.
we did unplanned, and that was my idea, but I had you guys each write your own verse. Was 5 people,
Oh,
right? We
yeah.
wrote 5 verses.
Oh yeah,
I
man, we
almost
should dig
I
that
almost
one up.
included that song as part
Where's
of
the
this.
video for
an
that
interest-
one, man?
There's a video. Yeah, I got to
That's a
get it
good
up.
one.
I got to get it. Yep, that was fun.
So,
So maybe it's closer to 12 or more, but
so
it's fun. I like
think
collabing.
maybe
I remember when I was so insecure to collaborate because I felt like, and I've gotten involved with some that were not successful. I mean, I've always followed through, sent my whatever it is, and it doesn't always work out, but I always get something out of it.
yeah, man, and I'm not as good as I used to be about getting in collabs, and I'm really slow these days. I'm still working on some, and some work for me, some don't. But you know, I think you must have done about a dozen, it seems. What? Tell me about that, you know, virtual band that you and John Thomas Hall were in. I mean, you know, not the history of it, but I mean, you guys did a really cool album, didn't you? And what was the name of that?
We wanted to. We didn't do an album, but he's like, we should probably get a name for ourselves and put out an EP. And I think he got really busy with work, but that was called Capitol Hall. We came up with that name.
Yeah, I remember.
And I think we only did 2 full songs together. I played on some of his own songs, but as far as what fell under Capitol Hall were just 2 songs, I Dig You Deeply and Hey Alexa.
Oh, right. I remember those. So, man, I really think you should make albums.
I
That's
know,
just
I
me.
should.
That's just me because, damn, of anybody that I know, you got enough material already done. You know, so that's just me. And because I'm a big fan of Jude's, I guess you guys probably already know that. Let's see.
I
here.
use the calendar year, and so January starts my album and December ends it, and it's just a folder on my hard drive or external, but
That's
I
cool.
should call the best from each year and make something.
Oh no, man! You know what? Selfishly, I would like that, but music is to every one of us what we need it to be, and if you know, just need those albums there, year by year, that's what you need, brother. I'm just so thankful that you're sharing with us in the community, and that we have you here tonight on Indie Artist Spotlight Live with his own master list. Yeah, there's
I'm happy to be here.
there it is.
And Clayton Von Kluge, you can sample me anytime. I'd be happy to have you sample me.
Right on.
Just list somewhere that you got it from me, and it's all yours.
You heard it here.
That goes for anyone who wants to sample me. I'd be honored.
Okay, cool. That's some fun stuff. And it's interesting that when I look at the the statistics for these streams that I do, most of my watchers, the vast majority of my viewers are people from like 35 to 55. But also, more like 45 to 55. That group right in there up to 60. Because a lot of people are making their own music in that time in their life, man. And it's a trip for me to think about that. And to see, people getting into collaborations together. I don't know why I said that. I was just looking at my YouTube statistics, and I'm like, wow, man. And
That's interesting.
Interesting. Although, there are some youngins in here, like Tobias Reese, man. He looks like he's pretty young. I don't know. He's probably younger than I am. Okay.
I like how someone used the word collective. I like that term because that's kind of what sort of like the Gorillas. You know, it's really just one guy, but he's always got guest artists coming in, and that's kind of what I want Maezend Music Lab to eventually, you know, become. It's not just me; it's just, you know, all my buddies joining in.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I dig that. And yeah, I can see kind of like Strange Machine if I ever get off my ass and start doing more recording. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, it's great and happy to have been a part of it. So, hey, there's Marshall Turner. Talk about me like I'm not even here. There he is, man. Have you seen his videos?
What in his shop? I watch him all the time. Yeah.
Ah,
But and music videos, yes. But no,
yeah.
I'm intrigued by his daily projects that he's got on the various guitars.
Marshall Turner has a cool. He has a cool. Marshall Turner has a cool YouTube channel because he does, you know, like Jude said, he's a luthier. Is it luthier or luthier?
I think that it depends on where you're from, maybe. And it's Capanna, but please don't change the way you say it. I like.
I'm from Illinois, so I say it both ways. Okay, Capanna. How is it? Well, I say it the Hawaiian way, Capanna. It's like Ohana.
Yeah, like Pete Johns would say it.
All right. Well, you know, I
But
do have a
rhymes
lot
with
of
banana.
I have a lot of friends down under.
I know. I know.
You know,
We both do.
let's face it. I mean, Jade Starr from Melbourne. I think she's lurking around here somewhere. Anyway, we're just joshing with you, Marshall Turner. Oh well, but I do believe that his link is in the description to this video. I put some more people in my cool people links.
Oh, cool.
So check
Awesome.
that out. It's on the master list, right? And down there in the description, might just take this opportunity to say, you can also find Ron Ready merchandise. So go there and get your T-shirts and mugs, man, on Teespring, right? Did you see that, Jude? Yeah, man, I sent you the link.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want that mug. I'll get a shirt when you come out with a homegrown indie live shirt, because I think right now it's just the GBU shirt. Is that
No,
right?
man.
Or no?
Okay, hold on.
You got them both up there now?
Hell yeah. But I don't know
Let's
if
see.
I'm going to show them right now unless it comes up fast.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
you know, I don't want to take away from the main purpose of the show, which is playing this next track right here. Although, you know, I'm definitely not above plugging my T-shirts. And I got an Indie Live T-shirt already. So,
Awesome.
so
That's what I want.
Teespring is this, you know, merchandising website, and it's so easy, man. It's kind of like DistroKid for making T-shirts or something, although much easier. Well, you got to make the logos. So
Okay,
what I
right.
was actually trying to do is go back to the song, and here it is. So here we go. Next, Pitchforks and Torches is a song that, you know, you have described at times as one of your best or one of your favorites. So what are your thoughts on this song?
Yeah, I don't know about best or favorite, but it's something that the way it fell out of me, just I'm very proud of it. The writing, the music, the timing. It was written about a certain event, but I think it can become a little more universal. God, I hope it doesn't become too prophetic. But I think it's timely.
Okay. There we'll go with that intro and then chat a little bit about it afterwards. Pitchforks and Torches.
Just a second.
Millions of people are out in the streets. They're knocking down doors. It's the saddest affairs. Nobody cares anymore. Run for your lives. Barricade your porches. They're carrying knives, pitchforks and torches. Oh, I can hear them coming round the corner. What are you gonna do when they come for you? Will you stand and fight? What are you gonna do when they come for you? You gotta stand up and fight. What the hell is going on? They're building gallows on the lawn of every state capital. It's the saddest thing, but freedom doesn't ring here anymore. What are you gonna do? Now it's up to you to get it back. What do we gotta do to get it through to you? We're gonna have to take it back. We love, 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 love. We love, 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 love. Love, love, we'll take it back with love. Love, love, kick your ass with this boot of love.
Yes, man, I love that track. Seriously do, man.
Sometimes I drop them like a hand grenade and run. And then I'm afraid to look at comments.
I don't think that one is, you know, I never spoke with you specifically about what you thought the song was about. So because, you know, man, I try not to be so engaged in social issues, politics or things like that, which I should more. But, you know, I did my time. And so I took it in a different way, and I think everybody's going to take it in a different way. Just like Dylan, man. Dylan said in the end, man, none of that stuff was all that, you know, revolutionary. I was just playing my guitar, man. So, you know, I don't think people did people react to
No, I'm amazed.
surprised
No.
or because
no.
it
I mean, even that
rocks.
one song. Yeah, I'm amazed I haven't gotten more backlash. But I just got on YouTube, so there's still time. I've gotten no thumbs down yet.
So do you
No
want
one
to say
listens
what
except
it
the
was
people that
about?
are- Oh, it was written based on January 6th events. You know, but it was as if that started happening to all the state capitals, and you know, we were just overrun with angry people trying to right some wrong that's in their mind, whatever it might be. That's sort of what it was. But again, just lyrics
Right.
and melody and the way it came out, I was just so. And even that video, I don't know if you notice it, but it's video footage from one of those protests about a statue. I forget where it was, but mixed in with, I think, Frankenstein, where they're kind of like hunting him down in the woods. So I was just so proud of how that all kind of came together, and it worked with the music and the guy throwing the Molotov cocktail. I just artistically, just really happy with that all around,
Yep, I could see
and
why.
even vocals, and that's rare.
I can see why you're happy with it. Really catchy chorus on the outro, and kind of an optimistic message, or at least an exhortation for people to love each other, which the song was kind of a comment on that event and the kind of atmosphere surrounding it, but to end it by saying love each other, right? It's kind of an unexpected thing, because no one's saying that now.
Well, the last line is,
Everybody's
"I'll kick
saying,
your ass with this
the
boot
both
of
sides
love."
they're saying fuck you to each other. They're saying, just like, they're saying like those freaking Ukrainian border guards said to the Russian Navy. Right?
Well,
Go
again,
fuck-
the
go-
last line is, I'll kick your ass with this boot of love. So, I mean,
Right.
sometimes you need to shove love down someone's throat.
Right.
They don't want it, but you just give them a big old bear hug and
Yeah.
tell them it's
Yeah,
going to be
man.
all right.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't work with everyone,
well,
but
man,
you got
it's
to try.
it's a song of hope, right? Wouldn't you say in the end?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's the way I took it. Fantastic stuff, Jude. I mean, it's like I said earlier in the show, you're not reluctant to get into something, into some type of a topic for your songs, right? Not just relationship songs all the time, right? Although those, you do have those.
You know what? 2021, last year, I probably wrote the most relationship songs than I've ever written. And, let's say my wife, not necessarily about my wife, but with her involved in some way or another, which I always kind of avoided that. But 2021 had maybe a half dozen or, around 5 or 6.
Right.
So that was rare.
Great songs, too. Like Vital, right?
Thanks, bud.
That was one,
Vital?
right?
Oh, Vital. Yes, yes.
Vital, right. Yeah, I remember that one. It was about Stacy, who, if she's still watching, then she's becoming a usual suspect, because
She better
we're-
be. You better be
Yeah,
watching.
she better be watching. That could be a sore point. What, you didn't watch my whole show, man? Well, did she listen to
She
all
got
your? She sits there and listens to all your tracks, and she's like, "Hey, Jude, honey, I think that the snare EQ is just a little, light.
Yeah.
Get some
Her
bass
most
in
common
that
feedback
snare."
is, it's too slow. Speed it up.
Oh,
She likes dance music.
my wife, it's too long. It's like, it's freaking 3.5 minutes. No, it's too long. And then they're listening. Oh my God, they listen to like these monstrously long Vietnamese songs. They're like listening to Vietnamese opera in my kitchen, and then I'm like, here, baby, check this out. It's too long.
She's trying to tell you something else.
No, man. Well, we got that worked out long ago. So, sorry. Oh, it's too much fun. Yes. There is no brandy in this coffee. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well in the stream. here for this edition of Indie Artist Spotlight with Jude Capanna. And if you've just joined us, I think Colin Stanton has been in and out, but there he's just joining us again to see Jude. If you're just joining us, so I'm going to try to do this, anytime I can. And if you think, if you got at least enough gear to get yourself on camera, and, your songs are on ready, we can do Indie Artist Spotlights. I'll probably only do about one a month. So, or if you have a recommendation for me doing a show like this with somebody, I would certainly do it. So thanks for doing this, Jude.
Thanks for asking me.
Because
happy to be here.
Yeah, man. And this last song, is it your latest track? War No More?
It is not, but it's one of the later ones from 2021.
Okay.
This was just an instrumental that I had, and it was sitting around, and I really thought it was close to being ready, but I wanted to have some sort of conversation on it. I did join the Splice program this year, but they don't have a lot of great conversation type things. So I just turned on the TV, and I think it was late at night, and I think this happened before when I did this similar thing. I think it was Gunsmoke, or so. I just wanted to find an old TV show that had conversation. And so it was some old black and white, and I just hit record, and whatever came on, and it was some horse wagon going to a church. And I honestly didn't even know what she was saying until I was starting to work the mix and realize she was talking about war. And it was just perfect. It fit perfect. And then I built the video around that. And again, I think it's timely, even though this was done a couple months ago.
Okay, right. With everything that's going on, I put Jude on solo, and then he stopped. It's like, okay. But coolness, let's check it out. And just such a complicated situation going on in the world today. And looking at it through art, looking at world events through comedy, through music, like Jude's, helps me deal with the fucking shit that's going on. When I hear somebody, doing stand-up about it or making music about it, it just makes me feel a little bit better about how screwed up everything is, while still being concerned about it, right? Mm-hmm. It's serious in a way, but it's an artistic statement and a prism, to what's going on in the world. Sorry about that rant. Just popped out. War No More by Maezend Music Lab.
Lord, let thy children partake of thy love and the love of all men, rendering not evil for evil, nor violence for violence done. Let swords be changed into plowshares, and children of peace learn war no more. Children of peace learn war no more.
revealed to us. We've been given the strength and grace to follow His will.
Right on. Got that lo-fi outro going on there. Cool stuff. All right.
I made that by scratch. From scratch.
All right. Excellent. So, yeah. How'd you put that song together?
Well, I think I talked about that before.
Okay.
But the video, I kind of went through like, I don't know, I wanted to go through like the history of war, but I only made it up to like, I think it was the Vietnam War where I ended. Didn't make it up to modern time with the video. Need a longer song or a part 2. Hopefully not.
Yeah, well, I mean, or maybe you've made your statement, right? It's cool stuff, and even though it doesn't have singing, the spoken word there is very effective with the music, right? And it's an instrumental,
so.
but it's not just like, I see some folks, no particular person, in mind here, but they'll make a track and an EDM track or something, cut up the drums and that, and cut up the synths, and basically all the different choruses are the same and the verses are the same, and maybe a different bridge, but this one, there's nothing the same about any of it. An instrumental, man. Yep. It was almost, do you know who Tangerine Dream is?
Yeah, not very well, but I do know. Yep,
yeah,
I do know.
I used to.
Yeah.
I listened to him, like in the '80s, and then those Michael Mann directed films that they had there in the '70s and '80s. All had those Tangerine Dream songs. It's something like this sometimes. It always feels so urgent, man. It's like, it's really cool stuff. That's what the vibe I get
I believe
from
that
it.
main synth sound was from my micro Korg.
Okay, right on. And someday, maybe on another edition of Indie Spotlight, we can do a tour of your space.
That would be cool.
Of your studio. Because you can introduce us to your guitars and all that. I don't know how you would do it, man. Camera wise. Oh, you just walk around with your phone, man, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I would love to do something like that.
Okay,
Tour through the lab.
So then, yeah, we'll make it a date to do that the next time. And everybody, thanks for being here. If you like this kind of show, just let me know. And let's see, well, we've still got quite a few folks here watching. That's cool.
Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate all the support.
Go check
Kind
out.
words.
Right, check out Jude's music, guys. I mean, the songs on his YouTube channel, which is below in the master list, are just the tip of the iceberg on his entire catalog, right? So, do you have stuff up on SoundCloud?
I do. I got all filled up, so I can't add anymore unless I
see.
create another account or go to pro. But I do have SoundCloud. Yep, it's all Maezend Music Lab. So if you search that out, there's also a music page on Facebook. I don't put everything on there, but
you keep that up?
Is a public page. Not as much as YouTube now.
Right. Okay. All right. So check him out on those different platforms, and definitely on the shows. He's in the community here, and
please join me and Brian Yeba tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for RTR Dream Team Flash 5. Brian's top 5 Spotify picks from the Real Talk Radio community for the week. If you like that bunch over there, a lot of great music we're going to play tomorrow, Jude.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Bunch of cool dudes over there.
Yeah. A lot of new
And dudettes.
fresh ideas going on over there. And we can let's go over here to the chat once as we're kind of going out. Right on. We can turn this off. Yes. And then, of course, what's next? That's Wednesday morning. So then on Wednesday morning, Eastern Standard Time, I just try to run through this to see if I even remember it. GBU Live, right? And then on Thursday night, Indie Live. Hopefully everybody can be here with me. And I don't know if it's going to be as cool a show as having Jude on, man. I mean, how cool is that? That's like the coolest thing I could do in the whole, world is to have Jude on the show, man. So, he's got his Tux t-shirt on. And, I haven't even kind of figured out, okay, so I think for an outro, I'm going to go ahead and play Bird on Fire again, because some of you weren't here for that, and I love this song, and I guess I want you to have this song in your head for the rest of the day, because I played it twice here on the show tonight. So let me just get around to doing that. And I'm going to just pause it for a second. Hold on. I love Jude's, I copied some of your drums, man, when I made my song Pam.
Cool.
Not copied, but I used your technique that you taught me. So, okay, that's it, folks. That's it for this show. If you like the content on the channel, go to my PayPal button and buy me a cup of coffee or a beer, up to you. Keeps the lights on the channel. And until next time, real people, real music. And thank you, Jude Capanna. I'll give you the last word there, brother.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate it. You guys keep me going. Cheers.
Okay, here we go. Bird on Fire.
Bird's on fire. We watched it spiral as it fell from out of the sky. It made you sad, a square-shaped tear fell in pairs from both of your eyes. Siren is sounding out across the forest tonight. A cloud rolls in, it's digital proud, in rhythm with the red blinking light. A bird's on fire. Watched it spiral as it fell from out of the sky. It made you sad, shed tears.